Good morning, everybody. My name is Jayara Reddy, lecturer in computer science, Government Degree College, Sattupalli. Topic HTML attributes. Here, HTML attributes are previous class we seen the HTML attributes. I have seen few HTML tags and their uses like heading tags, paragraph tag, also have attributes. We have extra bits of information. An attribute used to define the characteristics of a HTML. Each HTML characteristics are the attribute elements, and the placed inside the elements opening tag. All attributes are made up to two parts, name and a value. Here, an attribute is used to define the characteristics of an HTML element. Each HTML element has a characteristic is known as the attributes. Here, all attributes are made up to two parts, name part and the valuable part. The name part is the property you want to set. For example, the paragraph P element in a example. What is a P? Means the start the paragraph here. The paragraph P elements in this example carries an attribute whose name is align. The attribute name is align. Here the paragraph P element in the example, the paragraph where the paragraph is starts. The paragraph is starts at left alignment, at center alignment, at right alignment. You want to indicate the alignment of paragraph on the page. Here the attributes are made up of two parts. First one is the name and the second one is the value. Here name is the property you want to set. For example, the name P element in the example carries on the attribute whose name align, which you can use to indicate the alignment of a paragraph on the page. Here we have a three alignments, that is left alignment, right alignment and the value is the next one is the first one is the name and the second one is the value. The value is what you want the value of the property to be sent and always put within the questions. The below example shown the possible values of the align attribute, left alignment, right alignment, and the center alignment. Here the attributes are divided into two parts. First one is the name and the second one is the value. The name property is paragraph P aligned with elements in this example carries an attribute whose name is align, which you can use to indicate the alignment of the paragraph. The value is what you want the value of the property to be set and always put in the quotations. Here you must write the double quotes, the value, suppose the value is left, the value is center or right, the values is to be written in these double quotes. Here example of this attribute doc type HTML head title align attribute example title head body open. Here P align is the name and the value of the alignment is left, the value written within the double quotes. Here we see here the paragraph P element in this example carries the attribute whose name is align, which you can use to indicate the alignment of the paragraph. Here name, here align, name, here align, and the paragraph P name is align and the left is the value of the alignment written in the double quotes, and the text here this is the left alignment, then the paragraph is closed, and like the same the P align is equal to center, align is the name and center is the value of the attribute, and the next one is the align right. Here we see the output, this is the left alignment, second one is the right alignment, and the third one it is in the next page, this is the right alignment. The next one core attributes. The four core attributes that can be used on the majority of HTML elements, although not all are. The four attributes are ID, title, class, and style. The ID attributes of an HTML tag can be used to uniquely identify any elements within the HTML pages. There are two primary reasons that you might want to use an ID attribute on an elements. The first one is if an elements carries an ID attributes or unique identifier, it is possible to identify just that elements and its content. If you have two elements of the same name within the web page or style sheet, you can use the ID attributes to distinguish between elements that have the same name. You will discuss the style sheet in separate tutorial for it is used for ID attributes to distinguish between two paragraph elements as shown below. PID HTML, this is para elements. What is HTML? ID CSS, the para elements, that is cascading style sheet. Here this is the ID attributes. The ID attributes is ID is equal to HTML or ID is equal to CSS, whatever it may be. The title attributes. The title attributes given in suggested title for the elements. The syntax for title attributes is the similar as explained for ID attributes. The behavior of the attributes will depend upon the elements of the carry set. Although it is often displayed the tooltip when cursor comes over the elements or while the elements is loading. Here example doc type HTML heading, and the title of the is the attribute example title heading close body start the title is equal to hello HTML. Here the title heading tag is closed, then body close and title close. Title heading tag example here. This is the output of the page. Now try to bring to your cursor over title heading tag example, and it will be seen that whatever title you use to your code is coming out as tooltip of the cursor. Here just depends on the it is the title attribute, it depends on the cursor movement. But so for suppose see the example of the title heading tag. Here example you will see the whatever title you use to code is coming out as the tooltip of your cursor. The class attribute. Here the class attribute associate an example associated an elements which is style sheet, and the specify the class of elements. You will learn more about the use of the class attribute when you will learn cascading style sheet CSS. So far now you can avoid it. The value of the attribute may also be spreaded list of classes names. For example, classes, class name 2 and class name 3. The style attribute allows you to specify the cascading style sheet CSS rules within the elements. Here class attributes, you see here class is equal to class name 1, class name 2, class name 3 and class name so on. Here the style attribute is CSS. The style attributes allows you to specify the cascading style sheet CSS rules within the elements. The P style is equal to font is equal to family, Arial, color size, color number, color code or something, and it is in the double quotes and the angular bracket close some text. Write any text here. This will produce the following result, some text. All the points of the time you are not learning CSS, just let's process without bothering much about CSS. Okay, here you need to understand what the HTML attributes and how they can be used while formatting content. What is the intimationalization attribute? Here there are intimational attributes which are available for most, although not all, XML elements. dir long XML long. The dir attribute allows you to indicate the browser about the direction of which the text should flow. The dir attribute can take one of the two values, as you can see in the table that follows. Value meaning left to right LTR, right to left RTL. LTR means left to right, RTL means right to left. Okay, here you see the example doctype.html dir is equal to RTL, right to left. Okay, here HTML title display the direction, HTML close body. This is the IE5 renders right to left directed text, body close. It will be produce the following result. This is the IE5 render right to left direction text. It right to left direction text. This is the dir attribute. The lang attribute. The lang attribute indicates the main language used to in a document, but this attribute was kept in HTML only for backward compatibility with earlier versions of HTML. This attribute has been replaced by the XML lang attribute in the new HTML document. Here HTML language code, here for example for the HTML document, HTML lang en, title English language page, head body, this page is used to English language. The XML lang attribute, here the maximum attribute of the XML replacement for the lang attribute. The value of the XML long attribute should be an ISO 639 country code as mentioned in previous section. Generic attributes, here table of same other attributes that are readily usable with many of the HTML tags. Attribute align, right, left, center, function, horizontal align tags. Then attribute, options and functions is the generic attributes. Align, it is top, middle, bottom. Vertically aligned tags within the HTML elements. This is we align. Vertical, that is align. This is vertical align. Then BG color, this is background color, numeric, hexadecimal, RGB values placed on the background color behind an element. Background URL placed on a background image behind an element. ID, user defined, name of the element of the on the cascading style sheet, CSS. Class, user defined, classifies the elements use the cascading style sheet. Width, numeric values, specify the width of the table images or table cells. Height, Numeric value specifies the height of tables, images or table cells. Title, user defined, pop-up title of the elements. Here again we see the generic attributes. Here alignment of the document. Here right alignment, left alignment, center alignment options. The function is horizontal alignment X, and vertical alignment is top and middle and bottom alignment. It is a vertical alignment within the HTML elements. The next one is the BG color. The BG color code is in the numeric format, hexadecimal format or RGB values. RGB red, green and blue values. The place of a background color behind an element. Background URL. Place the background image behind an element. Behind the element, then that is almost it displays the minimum view, that is called as the watermark. Okay, the user defined ID, user defined name of the elements of the use with cascading style. That is this is in the CSS style. Class user defined, this is also the cascading style. The width, numeric value, specify the width of a table, image or table cells. This is the width of the, suppose you may take any example, any table or any image in this HTML. You may enter the numeric value, a value of the size. Suppose the size of the image, that size of the table also. The height of the width, same the height of the specify tables or images, table cells also. Title, user defined, pop-up title of the elements. These are the generic attributes of the HTML. HTML formatting. If you use a word processor, you must be familiar with the ability to make text bold, italic, underline. These are the just 3 of the 10 options available in indicating how text can appear in HTML and XHTML. Bold text. Anything that appears within the B elements, the displays in bold as shown below. Here B bold. The HTML formatting tool. We seen the formatting in Word document and formatting in Word document, formatting in Excel. Formatting means the text formatting, most of the text formatting. The bold text, here the bold text, anything that appears within the B means bold the text, and close the bold the text element is displayed in the bold as shown below. Here example for the bold. HTML title, bold text example, title close and head close, body start. The following word used to bold, only bold B close, typeface. Only BOLD, only the size given bold here, bold close and body close. Here the element, the following word used a bold. Only bold can be size as bold. The following word used a BOLD typeface. Here BOLD bold, only the size you may written in the example BOLD bold. And then italic also the same. Anything that appears within italic element is displayed in italic sized as shown below. Example: italic I, title, italic size, head. Here doc type HTML, head, title, whatever it may be, you write the title and then title close and head close. Body, the following word used a italicized I, typeface P, body HTML. This will be the following result. The following word used then italicized typeface. This is the example for the italic. Bold and italic both can be write in the same example. For suppose here you seen bold only. In the same here you write it as the I also, bold and I also. It will display the bold and italic also. The same, the doc type HTML, head and title also, head also, body also same. You may write it as the following word. This is the only the element. In element you write it as I here anywhere, but close the italic also, and you may write it as the italic and bold also in this same one example. But here we written as the italic and bold as separate examples here. Okay, and the same we write it as the underlined text. Anything that appears within the U and U, that is underlined element, is displayed within the underline as shown below. And the doc type HTML, here you want to underline any word, you may write underline tag or underlined element in the body. Okay, right, then HTML, head, title, underlined text example, the title close, head close, body. The following word used is U underlined close, typeface P, body HTML. This is the procedure. The following result. The following word underlined typeface. Here this is the typeface of the font face or typeface or anything is the underlined as the example for the underlined. Here strike text, anything that appears within strike close element displays within the strike through the which the following thin and through the text as the below. Here for example, you want to strike text, you want to strike the text, you may write it as a strike. This is also a paired tag. You have the opening tag and closing tag here. The title of the program is strike text example, head close, body. The following word use a strike strike through, strike typeface, body. These are the typefaces, body close and HTML. Here the procedure of the following is the following word uses a strike through typeface, strike through typeface. Then mono spaced font. Here content of TT elements is written in mono spaced font. Most of the fonts are known as variable width font because different letters are the different width. For example, the letter M is wider than the letter I. In the monospaced font, however, each letter has the same width. Here monospaced font. Here title of the program. In the body program paragraph start, the following word used TT mono spaced TT typeface, body. Here mono spaced is the just displays in the result. Here you may see here it is a light than the other words. Then superscript text. The content of the superscript element is written in superscript. That font size used, it is the same size as the characters surrounding it, but the displays of a character height above the other characters. Here example of the superscript text example, a title of the program, the body. Then the next one is the P paragraph. The following word used as a SUP superscript SUP type space, body. Here SUP is the here in this result you see the superscript of the top of the word. Here you see the superscript, and the same you can see the subscript also. Okay, the content of a subscript element written in the subscript, the font size used in the same as the characters surrounding it, but the displays half of characters height the other characters. The example of the superscript subscript, the title of the program is subscript, head, body. The following word used in the subscript, the close the subscript element. Then typeface, body close, and the HTML close. Here we see the result. Here the following word used here, subscript typeface. This is the example for the subscript of the subscript. This is the superscript and subscript of the word. Then here already you seen the subscript text. Here we screen the subscript text. Subscript means the size of the text is smaller than the other. The superscript also same, the displays in the top of the superscript. Here we see the superscript example. Then the mono spaced font, here it displays the light font, then other font. These are all the type face or font faces. Here we see the strike text. Here the text is strike like this. Then underline the text. Here the text is underlined like this, and then example of italic, the font is italicized. Typeface, or font face. Then the bold type, it is the bold font size type, is a bold. Here you see the compare with the word, the bold is only the size of bold. Then font style, then this is the HTML formattings. Then before HTML formattings, we see in the generic attributes like align, like vertical align, and BG color, and background, and ID, classes, width, height. Here we see this is the very important. Generic attributes is very important. Here in this generic attributes, we see in the left alignment, right alignment, and central alignment. It is horizontally, at the same time vertically, V alignment, top of the page, bottom of the page, and middle of the page. Vertically align tags within the HTML elements. BG color is displays. Suppose the value of BG color is equal to number. The number may be mixed with hexadecimal, RGB values, or number, or any text, maybe any values are RGBs. Suppose RGBs means the green color, red color, or yellow color. The decimal number is, numeric number is, the number may be 14382, like this. The hexadecimal number also, the background color may be taken. The background URLs may be placed on the image of the behind of an element. ID, user defined names, elements of the use within the, this is the cascading style CSS style sheets. The same class will be also the cascading styles used in the defined, user defined. Width, numeric value, the specific width of the table or table cells, or the and table cells and images. The size may be, and the width may be given, and same the height may be given by us. And the title, it is also the user defined. These are all the generic attributes of the generic attribute. The XML long attributes. The XML long attribute is the XML attributes that is ISO given. The long attributes. The long attributes are also the given in the example. The same the dir attributes. The dir attributes are the LTR, RTL, left to right, right to left. Example for this one is doc type, doc HTML, or title, displays in the body. This is the IE5 renders right. Then the intermediational attributes, and we see in the style attributes and the class attributes, the title attributes, and idea attributes, and core attributes, and the main HTML attributes. These are the HTML attributes. We see in the HTML attributes also. In this topic we see in the HTML attributes, and at the same time we see in the HTML formattings. Thank you.